And here we go. Hey, this is Andy Rose. I'm here going to interview Matt Mason with Farmers Insurance. Matt, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey guys, my name is Matt Mason. I own a local insurance agency here in Dallas. Our office is actually right across the street from the Hardy dealerships, and we're your local hometown agency. We take care of auto, home, life, and commercial insurance.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'm full disclosure, I use Matt, and he's a friend of mine, but he is also a local business owner here in Paulding County. So I want to use this time to highlight local business owners and get any of their information out, especially during this unusual time of pandemic, COVID-19, all that fun stuff. So first question, how are you guys handling the new normal?
The new normal is a great way to put it, Andy. We have since went remote, of course, to limit social distancing. When all this first started, I had one salesperson who came to me and said, "Hey, I really don't feel comfortable coming in. I think I'm just going to work from home." And I completely understood. So I said, "That's fine." Then the next week, another salesperson whose wife, Tim, his wife's actually a nurse at Children's. He's like, "Hey, I really need to stay at home to limit the exposure for my child and my wife unnecessarily, and to protect the office as well." And I greatly appreciated that. So he's been working from home for a couple weeks now. And then it was just myself and my office manager, Hannah, in the office. She was at the front, I was at the back. But then we decided last week, Hannah went remote on Monday, and I finally moved everything home on Thursday. So we're coming up on over a week of being fully remote, and there's been some growing pains with it, with communication and everything else. But we've worked around it and found a streamlined process to make sure that we're still able to take care of our clients. So.
Right, and like I told you before the interview, I've kind of been doing a lot of this stuff already, just not quite as this much because I do have out of town clients, out of state clients, and I have to connect with them remotely. Do video walkthroughs and all that stuff. So I get it. It's a learning curve for a lot of people. So that's why I want to reach out and talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing it, because see what other people are doing, what are best practices for all. I think we're going to have a lot of people that are going to continue doing some of this stuff afterwards, even when we're in the all clear, hopefully soon. They're still going to be probably working from home more. May save time, money, and effort in the future. And that may be needed, especially in the near future, to save all that. So
I tell you, it's kind of been bittersweet for me, honestly. When I started this agency 5 years ago, it was from my kitchen table, which is downstairs, actually directly below the room that I'm in upstairs right now. And we worked there for a year and kept growing from there. So it's kind of bittersweet to be back here and getting the roots again. So.
Yeah, I hear you. They always talk about those entrepreneurs that started out of their garage in their home or something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do that. So what has been your personal and your business COVID-19 response and your plan, I guess, through this and going forward?
Yeah, so one of my main goals, especially for the business, has been first to make sure that my employees are taken care of. My sales staff, Tim and Millie, and then Hannah as well. And then making sure that the community, the people in our community who are in need are taken care of. I'm a board member with Kaya Ministries. Right. Pastor Dan is our executive director for that. He has really kicked it into gear the past 4 weeks. They've delivered over 2,500 lunches averaging about 600 a week to the kids less fortunate here in Paulding. And without that, with school not being in session, they're not going to get the lunch that they're accustomed to. So we really saw the need there and wanted to make sure that was taken care of.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go right ahead.
I was going to say, as soon as they said that they had kind of, paused school for a few weeks, when they did it a few weeks ago, I was like, we're not going back to school. And everybody's like, oh, we'll get better. We'll go back to school. No, we're not going. And now we're not going back to school until August. So, and I hope in that time that we get everything fixed. But and I've seen some of your posts about doing the Kaya work, struggling to buy enough things at one spot because a lot of the grocery stores, including Sam's and Costco, are limiting what you can buy, even if it is for a charitable nature. They're limiting how much you can buy, even though you're trying to actually get multiple people fed, a lot of people fed, kids especially. I think that's really awesome, but that goes into the hoarding stuff that we could probably go down a rabbit hole and argue about.
Oh yeah, walking through Walmart or Sam's with a buggy full of SpaghettiOs or ramen or something like that.
Yeah,
It's amazing some of the looks that you'll receive, but it opens up a door for me to just tell them, hey, I'm shopping on behalf of Kaya, and
right.
you know, this is what we do. We take care. We see a need and we meet it. It gets back to meeting people where they're at. So
Awesome. No, I love what you're doing there. So for your business with farmers, are you guys have any kind of deals, specials, alternate business practices through all of this stuff?
yeah, actually, we've been looking at the data, and our executive team, of course, they're all sheltering in place and having to do Zoom calls and everything else, had been looking at the data. People aren't driving as much as there's not nearly as many accidents. The Nixle that Paulding County Sheriff's Department has, it's not going off as quite as often as it used to
No, it's
avoid
not.
intersections and this, that, and
Right.
another. So we understand that people are staying at home. And with that, yesterday evening, about 5 o'clock, they announced a Farmers Cares initiative for all personal lines auto for farmers clients. They're going to receive 25% off their premium for the month of April. Now, if
Wow.
it continues, they're going to look at that as well to see if we need to expand that for multiple months as well. So 25% is huge. It's going to meet the need of making sure to take care of people.
That's awesome. No, that's good. And a lot of businesses are looking into that stuff as well. You know, you can't evict anybody right now. You can't foreclose on anybody right now. They're not shutting off utilities. And I think that's helpful with a lot of the employment issues that we're having during this time. So, you know, we're allowed basically to kind of reprioritize where our funds go. So
Absolutely.
anything else? Is there anything else? I think you were mentioning the app. Was it the app that you
Yeah,
guys have?
so right now, Farmers has an app just like you've seen with other companies that tracks your driving habits, such as fast acceleration, hard braking, if you drive between 12 and 5, things like that. In order to qualify for the initial discount for that, farmers used to have to require 10 trips. You'd have to complete 10 trips for us to get a snapshot of your data, of your driving habits from that, and then you'd receive an automatic discount. And then based on that, for all of our farmers clients who have not opted into this yet, you can go ahead and do so now. And we're waiving the 10 trip requirement. And so all you have to do is download the app, complete the registration, and you'll automatically receive the initial discount. Now, once we get back to the normal driving habits of people commuting, things like that, you'll end up with a discount based off of those driving habits that I was telling you about, anywhere from 0.5% up to 15%. One neat thing about that with you, Andy, with having teenage drivers, you can actually stack these discounts. So it can be a real cost saver for families, especially in a time like this.
Yeah,
Another
definitely.
thing that we're doing, Andy, is we understand things are tight for people. If for any reason you can't make your payment, give us a call. We're willing to extend it all the way out to May 1st, just to make sure that you're taken care of and that you're not losing.
So you can have like a payment forbearance for the
Yes,
insurance.
sir. A
Okay.
payment extension. You'll still owe it,
Okay. Right.
but we're not doing any cancellations on any of our policies during this time.
Okay. Good. Good. So
But we do
you
ask that you
can,
give us a call and we'll work with you.
yes, and that's my recommendation to everybody. It's like just call. Don't listen. Don't follow everything on Facebook about how craziness is going, and you hear all these warnings. Just call the people and talk to
Mm-hmm.
them. And that's what a lot of people I know have done.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I was also going to add a lot of people have stepped up to do Instacart, Uber Eats, or their company. They work
Yeah.
for a local restaurant and they're starting to do deliveries. One thing that we were the first insurance aid company to do was remove our exclusion for deliveries when it's for delivering food, groceries, pharmacy, or medical supplies. So we're not
cool.
we're gonna make sure that you have coverage even when you're doing those things that you're specifically excluded from your personal lines policy for.
Awesome. No, that's another great thing. So what do you guys need for your business? Is there anything out there that, the general public could get to you? I know you're working with Kaya, so, how can people plug into that?
Yeah. For Kaya, you can actually visit, search Kaya Ministries on Google. It'll take you to our website. Right now, one of the biggest needs besides donations is financial support.
Right.
This was the first week that we actually had to place an order through a food supplier, such as Cisco. They were able to meet the need that we needed of getting items such as ramen, SpaghettiOs, things like that. So our costs are increasing from going through a food supplier. So we definitely need some help there. For my personal business, Andy, one of the main things that we really ask for is an opportunity to earn your business. We're a local small business as well. The 800 number and the online insurers, they're not the ones who are here on the front lines in our community. With also asking for that opportunity, we're not doing it just to try to earn your business. We want to support other small businesses such as restaurants and hardware stores. Ace Hardware's in the area are all locally owned as well. But we really want to support these local businesses and local restaurants. If you allow us the opportunity to provide you with a quote on either your home and auto, or if you own a business and would like a quote on that right now as well, because we understand you still got to have that coverage, even though times are tough, we're going to provide you with either a $25 gift card to a local business or make a donation in your name to a local nonprofit of your choice.
All right. So basically, how can people find you? Social media, your website, all of that stuff. Spew it out there, man. Let us know.
So you can find us on Facebook at Matt Mason Agency, facebook.com/Matt Mason Agency, or you can go to quote.mattmasonagency.com. Again, that's quote.mattmasonagency.com, or give us a call at 770-450-9242.
Awesome. Yeah. And I'll put that in the post on the Crossroads Community Facebook page, because that's where I'll be blasting all this stuff out. Matt, I really appreciate your time today, and God bless through this. And I thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for being on with us, man. Thanks for supporting the neighborhood.
Yeah, Andy, thank you for everything that you're doing as well with getting the word out. I know you had Micah and Joseph on last week, a couple days ago. I don't know about you, but time seems to I'm doing good when I realize what day it is. So
I call it water day. Water day? I don't know.
Yep, exactly. But I appreciate everything that you're doing, and we look forward to helping out the best way that we can possible.
Awesome, man. Have a great one.
All right. Thanks, Andy.